Welcome to Mississauga, Ontario, the home of the CRBE, Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo, also the Canadian Pet Expo. It's not just reptiles here. About half of this giant building, the International Center, is filled with reptiles and people vending them, of course. But the other half is people showing off their dogs, cats, birds. Basically got everything going on here, and it's just a gigantic building. Everybody's setting up. This is the second day. We had an excellent first day. We sold out of most of our banana stuff. All our banana males have been purchased, and we have the one female pastel mochi left, and our banana fire is actually spoken for. And the person who is going to take our banana fire is none other than one of my good buddies, Gareth Kent, who is also the guy who designed this awesome banner for us. He designed the logo right there with the ball python, and of course our name, Safari Reptiles. Make sure you like the page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. You can see we got our rhino rat snake on there, and of course our prized super chocolate ghost. He also made us these really cool business cards, and he only had like a couple days to work with, so we're probably gonna even make these look a little bit better in the future. But we have our Stropharis tanicata on there and our desert ghost from when she was a baby. So we're going to show you guys our booth pretty quick here, and then we're going to move on to some of the other people. Hopefully people will be cool. Let me show you some of their animals. Some really impressive looking stuff here today and yesterday. Some of the more impressive stuff is probably gone though, because people usually buy the really crazy animals on the first day. And then, you know, you kind of get, I don't want to say what's left, but I guess it is what's left on Sunday, but we still have a ton of really cool things available. So let's start off here. Our Super Enchi Mojave. All these prices are in Canadian, by the way, guys. So for you Americans out there, basically cut the price in three. No, I'm just kidding. Our Super Enchi Mojave right here, male. Unfortunately, he's going into shed. I was almost certain he would be sold, but because of the shed, he just doesn't look that great, unfortunately. Got a pastel spectre there, another pastel spectre female here, queen bee, butter bee, the brother of the Super Enchi Mojave, the pastel mochi. Really, really nice looking animal, especially when you put him under some light. Really impressive. We got the double head for hypo and G-stripe here. Black pastel, super pastel, another pastel mochi, but that's the one from this year, looking just crazy bright. Mojave and shed. This right here is the black pastel butter ghost. Unfortunately, we have a vent that's right on top of us, so mixed with the heat and, like, I guess the lack of ventilation, or just forget what I'm talking about. Basically, it's cold here, but we do have a heat pad underneath here, so some of the lids are starting to fog up. Right here we got our banana pastel mochi female. A couple more animals that you guys have all seen before if you've been subscribed to me for any length of time. This is all recent stuff that hashed out this year. We even brought the black pastel crystal that I thought we weren't going to bring, but turns out we brought it. Butter chocolate Heifer Ghost, a really nice Firefly Enchi, of course our 1.1 super stripes, pastel super stripes. Right over here we have some really nice looking animals as well, and I actually haven't showed you guys some of our leopard geckos from this year, but that right there is a really nice looking Mac Raptor. Focus on it a little bit. Got a couple of these Mac Raptors this year. One there as well. Another one there. That one has a bit of a more aberrant pattern. Of course, we have our California King Snakes. Tessera, that we didn't write, but it's het for hypo and blood red. Speaking of blood reds, our hypo blood reds het for caramel. And then I also don't show you guys our gargoyles or our crescents too often, but that's one of our black stripes. Actually, it looks like he has some orange popping through there. Show you guys some of our mainland Chewies. These guys are really nice looking, in my opinion. Hopefully, I'm trying to convince myself not to, but there's some Pine Island Chewies here that I'm really drooling over. I'm trying to convince myself not to take them home, but we'll see what ends up happening. Got some mainlands here. Another really nice gargoyle down here. Don't know how long this video is going to be, guys. Might have to do it in 2 parts because there's a lot of people with some really nice animals here. I'll show you one of our nicest cresteds that we produced this year too, which is right beside this guy. Right here. 100% pin. Nice cream colored animal. One of my favorites that we made this year. Of course, we have some other really nice cresteds. I'll show you here in a second. This guy right here, he has a really nice crest. He's not fired up much right now, but you can tell he's going to be a stunner as he gets older. Just a couple of breaks in the pinstripe. Really nice looking gecko. And that one's pretty nice too, but we need to save some time here, so I'm going to show you this thing that we brought. A nice female northern emerald tree boa. This is a long-term captive, so that means it is a wild caught, but we've had it in captivity for a little while now. We raised her up from when she was small. Unfortunately, she's still eating live mice, but the one good thing about her is she's not very mean whatsoever, which you would almost expect her to be a little bit meaner because she is a wild caught, but she's pretty tame and an absolutely stunning animal, obviously. She is the only emerald that's here today. Unfortunately, emeralds, you don't really see them too often up here anymore, but she has some kind of like fluff stuck to her eye. Didn't like that too much. But anyways, let's look at some of the other animals we got here at the Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo.
Look at the hot there.
We're at snakehunterreptiles.ca. And we've got some really nice animals to show you here. So we got a GHI Inferno Plus. What's the plus?
It's probably a Super Ferno.
Awesome. Nice little girl. Right here we got a Pastel Super GHI. And then what's this one right here?
It's a GHI Vanilla Inferno.
Now, is there a lot of other people working with Infernos in Canada? Or?
Yeah, there's a handful of people that are working with Infernos. You know, it's the hidden genoma, yellow belly and pastel that makes the Inferno. The GHI just really seems to step it up a notch.
Yeah.
These animals were produced from an animal that we imported from Matt Lair in the States, so we got directly from the source. So, you know, it's good stock, and as you can see, it produces some really nice animals.
Yeah, it's just incredible. I'm a huge fan of yellow and contrast, so these guys are awesome. Alright, we're here at Guillaume G Reptiles booth. He specializes in boas, namely BCIs. He has some absolutely stunning animals. We're going to take a look at them here. So you got a really nice looking VPI T positive right there. We have a nice looking hypo jungle possible het right here. Just try to get my shadow out of the way. It's a really nice looking animal. We all love that barren pattern it has going on. The hypo in the jungle really help mess that pattern up. Great looking animal there. And then we have some albinos here. Possible het for aneries. And then at the bottom here we have the really nice looking stuff. We have a really nice looking sunglow here. And then right here, this is a sunglow motley, 50% het for anery. So possible het snow. Really great looking boas, and right here is a coral sunglow, 100% het for moonglow. really nice looking animals here at Guillaume G Reptiles. Then if we move over here, we even have some scaleless corn snakes. That scaleless snow stripe is really nice looking. Incredible lavenders on that animal, and then right here you have a scaleless okity. So some great looking animals here at Guillaume G Reptiles booth. Hey guys, we're at a Major League Chewies booth here at the Canadian Reptile Breeder Expo. As we're winding down, most of the people have already left, and we're going to take a look at some of their animals here. So as you can imagine, they got a couple of Chewies over here, some mainlands. This guy's actually really nice. It's kind of like that bold stripe going down his back. This one also has that really nice stripe. You can see very nice reds on this animal. Another mainland here. Pine Isle, really nice one right there. Speaking of which, they got a really nice looking male over here that they brought to display. Not only did they bring that male to display, but they have these two animals right here. Do you mind explaining to us what these are?
Here we have our breeding pair of Lichianos geckos, island locales. We call these guys the Supercross mix. Our female, the mother was a Nuana cross actually. She's got beautiful snowflake markings. She's hatched out 4 babies for us this year, total of 8 eggs. And our male, he is a New Ami cross. He's has some pink in him, which really shows in the babies, which is awesome for us. Love these guys. They're super tame. They can get pretty vocal at night when they're breeding, but all in all, they're an awesome pair to have and have produced some really nice babies for us.
Yeah. Speaking of those babies, we got them right over here. Well, we got 2 of them. I picked up one. Really happy with it. Has really nice pink markings. I'll show you guys that a little bit later. They also have this really nice Pine Island male here, who I see is no longer for sale. Also got some really nice crested geckos. So you guys are located up here in Canada, Ontario, whereabouts?
We're from Hamilton, Ontario.
Okay.
It's about an hour south of Toronto. I wouldn't say little, pretty big city down there. Easy drive. It's pretty nice to see people come from the drive pretty far.
It's a stunning gargoyle right now. Insane reds. Cool. All right, man. Well, thanks for showing us these 2 beauties.
No problem.
So
Anytime.
you guys could see on their logo, Major League Chewies on Instagram, and their Facebook also, Major League Chewies.